Hey guys, if you're new here, my name is Sky. I'm a third year, third grade teacher, and welcome to my classroom tour. Okay, so it is now the fourth week of school for us. We're halfway through it. And now that I kind of have everything where I want it and what works for the kids, I decided that I'm going to go ahead and show you my classroom tour. If you have not seen my classroom setup videos, I will link the playlist down below for you to watch ahead of time if you want to. And now I'm going to walk around my classroom and kind of tell you where everything is and how we use it and all of that stuff. So let's get started. Okay, so starting at the door, we have like our little just entrance cart. My sanitation manager, who's in charge of hand sanitizing, likes to keep that there so he doesn't forget. We have my turn-in bin and all of our like emergency supplies. I just added this curtain with a magnetic rod right there, a magnetic rod, which has been super nice. I added that today. I liked it a lot better. We weren't getting distracted by people walking down the doors, and it's also good if we have a drill. We have more coverage so people can't see in here. We have our Leader in Me tree. We are a Leader in Me school if you're new here, so we teach the 7 habits. I have my ELA board, and this is where I just put what we're learning in reading and writing. So in writing, we're talking about fictional narratives, and we taught them Somebody Wanted But So Then first, and we're learning about inferences. Behind here is our accountability talk that I have on here. When we start like debating books and stuff, I will take this part off so we can look at those. We have our front board. So this side we have our lunch choice. That's the first thing they do every morning. I have a job who puts the lunch choices for the next day and moves the magnets back. So we have home lunch, yogurt, normally there's not a C, and then 2 choices. I have my objectives. We are required to display them. And then I have today's date. I have a job where they change the date. I'm also going to turn on my lights real fast, which I forgot to do. There we go. And then up top, I have my number line, which has been helpful as we do place value and rounding. We have our cursive alphabet that we're learning, and then our 7 habits, which I did not spray them with matte spray. I need to do that next year, maybe later this year, I don't know. But we have our first like flexible seating area. So we have the 2 inflatable chairs. They can choose to move those and just sit on the carpet. I have a butterfly chair, crate seats, lap desks, and my big carpet. This desk right here is for any friends that might need a just calm down spot, or they can't handle being with their groups. So that's where I put them. And then before we move over, I'll go here. So this is our WOW work. I don't have anything yet because it's still the beginning of school. We have their cubbies, which are a mess, but it's okay. So in these cabinets are stuff that I kind of use a lot-ish. So this is my paper cabinet. So it has my colored paper and my lined paper. And this is all stuff I don't need students to get either. This is my, we do some novel studies, and then I have index cards all up there because I had a lot of them. This, I'm not going to open, but it is full of computer paper. This one has more lined paper in it and some books that I've taken out of our library. And then I have our science manipulatives in this cabinet, and our math cabinet in here. So again, this is nothing the kids are gonna get, so I wanted it up higher just because I'm the only one using it. This is one of our flexible seating areas, and I have Readers Leaders, Read More Books. I got both of these off of Elementary in the Mittens TPT. I love her so much. And then we have our library, and so I labeled it by genre. Some of my labels are a little crooked. I have a librarian that does all of this for me. So when a kid takes a book, they put it in the return bin, and then my librarians come and organize all of it, and they all have a genre sticker on the back, except my series. So like they know that Magic Tree House goes in Magic Tree House. So I have a kid that does all that for me after the first week of school, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. I do need to remind them that they need to fix my labels though. I also have my calm down bucket over here, which I talked about in teacher setup. So if they need to take a break, they can come here. I have books, coloring pages, fidgets, and I have a 5-minute timer so they know to flip it, and that's how much time. I've had a couple of kids use this during like quizzes and stuff when they got frustrated, so they just come like sit in this corner because it's more isolated from their friends. So then I also have our genres up here, which has been helpful. So they are learning their genres, and I have them come. I didn't really teach them this, but they've used this when they're reading books. They'll come to me and be like, Miss Miller, I really liked this book. It was historical fiction. Do you have any more? So historical fiction was kind of a bad example because I have a historical fiction bucket, but like I don't have an autobiography bucket, so then I could help them. I also have this little reminder here for choosing just right books, so knowing if it's too easy or too hard. And then this has been a lifesaver. So our bathroom does not lock. So another teacher in our school came up with this idea. So this is just from Dollar Tree, I think, and they flip it on when they're going to go in there, and on means do not enter, and then off means come in, but they do know to knock first. And so far I haven't had any issues with the bathroom, which has been fantastic. This is our affirmation station, so just if they want to look and need a little reminder of different things. I made these using my bundle off of TPT. This is our morning choice. So this used to be right here, but they got tired of pulling it out every day, so I just told them to put it up there. So I did show you how I made these in one of my classroom prep videos if you're interested in going back. But every morning they can, as of right now, every morning they can come and pick a stem bin. These are extra stem bins, and then down there are like different cards. I'll show you these. So I have like brain buster cards, teaching them facts. I have Mensa for kids, what's right and wrong, presidents of the US, stuff like that. So they can pull one of those too. Okay, so right now I have it where they can choose a stem bin from our thing every single day, but I'm going to change that starting next week. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, they're allowed to grab a stem bin and work on it until we start math at about 8 or 8:10 to give them more time. And then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I'm gonna start doing like fast facts. So we're about to teach 2- and 3-digit addition. So my team teacher told me something called That Quiz, that you can make quizzes, they do it for you, and the kids can practice. So I'm gonna start doing those on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And once we get into multiplication, I'll have them do that. So that's a little change that I've decided to make starting next week. So if you're a new teacher, it is okay to change things. Like, you'll have to reteach them the procedure, but it's gonna be okay. You can definitely still change it. Okay, so moving on, this is like our sink area, but this is the student section. So I have line paper for them, and right now in there I have coloring sheets. I have a pencil sharpener, so they take all of the dull pencils and sharpen them, and they have to get every pencil out of these. They pick them all up at the end of the day and sharpen them, and then they put new sharp ones in there for them. So they're the only person that can use the pencil sharpener. Otherwise, throughout the day, they put their dull pencil in there and grab a sharp one. I need to refill them because they're starting to get empty. These are our mailboxes. Every time I have papers to hand back, I put them in that bucket right there, and my mailbox people check it every day and put it in their mailboxes. And then on Wednesdays, I send home what I call blue folders, and they take everything out of the mailbox and put it in the blue folders for me. So I just try to give the students any job that I can, and so this makes my life a lot easier. I also am doing I Wish My Teacher Knew. So they have these papers, and they can tell me something they wish I knew, and they can put it in here. I don't think I have any right now, no. So they put it in here, and I check it at the end of the day, and I can see what I need to do with it. There's options for me to share it with the class if it's like a shout out of a student doing something good, if they want me to talk with them, or if they want me to give it to the counselor. So I have had some kids use that, and they really like it, and I have that for them. And then over here, we have our class data, which we haven't made our class goal yet when it comes to like math. So I don't have anything for that yet, but I will. I have a class job. So I had my kids apply for class jobs. They had to fill out an application, tell me why they thought they deserved it, and then I chose their jobs based on those applications, and I had them pick their top 3. So we have all these jobs. If you want to pause and look at them if you need ideas, I have 22 jobs total, 1 for each student, and it just has their numbers, and for second quarter I'll have them write down their next top 3 jobs and do it again. I also have our class mission statement down here, which is part of Leader in Me, and our class promise is our class rules. So instead of rules, I call them promise. And I can tell you our class promise is be kind, be respectful, and be responsible. I can't show you because I had students sign it. And then our mission statement they came up with. So in this class, we want to learn and make friends. To be successful, we will pay attention, work hard, include others, and be kind. And we will work as a team by reminding and helping others. So they had to sign both of these. So whenever a student breaks one of our classroom promises, I can say, okay, well, you know, you signed this, you helped come up with it, and it kind of helps with behavior. So this is my like big cabinet. So in here, I have a lot of stuff. Up there is all my classroom transformation stuff, and I have some food for my prizes. This is my indoor recess area. This is my review game, and apparently Goldfish, it's just kind of a mess. This is just random stuff. This is recess stuff, and oh, holiday books are back there. And then I have my holiday down there. So this is kind of just seasonal type stuff that I don't use every day, but that's still for me to use. And then this just has like extra buckets. I hide our candy in there, and then I have like a stool and stuff. So this is just kind of random, whatever needs to go in there. Up in here, just extra supplies. I'm not going to open all of them, but I have extra like scissors, markers, and all that up there. Down here, this is all of my stuff. So extra stuff to hang on the board, batteries. I do have some science stuff in there, like tape, straws, all that stuff. So we used these to build a project last week. These are my anchor charts, and those 2 are empty. And that's just, these are my, I don't know, to be honest. Oh, my testing cubbies, and this is just bigger paper. And that's just, ooh, that was loud, sorry, under my sink. So moving on, I have another flexible seating option. This is a class favorite. I've had to rotate them, but they love that chair, bungee chair. Those are more inflatables, another rug. This down here is my area. Like this is all my curriculum books. And then these are like books that I could read. Like this first one's multiplication using Hershey bars. These are their whiteboards and clipboards, so they know that that shelf's theirs. I just have like decorations up there. I have a lamp, and this lights up also. It's like a little shadow box. So my electrician turns on that and that every morning. Just more decorations. This is my like manipulative / supply cart that I don't want in my table caddies. So we have dice, counters, I forgot what these are called, Unifex cubes, pattern blocks, and then we have the erasers, dry erase markers, highlighters, scissors, rulers, and glue. And then this is our school store. So I actually have a class job that is my banker and school store, so they take care of all the money. And my kids have wallets, so their dojo points every week turns into cash. So if they have 5 dojo points, they have $5. And I do use negative points for like severe things, and then they owe me money. So if they have negative points at the end of the week, they owe me money. But here's some things that I have in here in case you're interested. So for $1, they can buy fun erasers, scented erasers, and pencils. I also had animal markers in here, but they sold out last week, and it was just markers with animal faces on them. I have bookmark stamps for $3 and candy, so 2 pieces of candy for $3. For $5, I have Play-Doh, bubbles, little marble mazes, and paddle balls. This is like all stuff I found at Target for bulk. I don't buy it unless it's in bulk, pretty much. $10 are water bottle stickers, and I have them divided by theme. $20, I have these Moki, I think is what they're called, little squish animals. I found them on Amazon in a multi-pack. I can link it below. I have Jibbitz for their Crocs. I can link that below. And then I was just given these random Halloween socks and these random sunglasses. And then for $30, they can get an assignment pass where they can skip any assignment that's not a major grade. 5 bonus points on a test, a Slinky, and then I bought the big Poppets from Dollar Tree and I cut them into fourths. So I have those too, and I have 2 keychain ones left over from last year. For $40, I bought a fidget pack on Amazon, so tons of different fidgets, which I can link down below. And then I also bought these on Amazon, and they just are more fidget toys. And then for $50, I have these fuzzy posters. And I also have these fuzzy little faces. And then for $60, I have that hidden in here. Hold on. I just have like random stuffed animals, and I don't have that many of them, but that's for $60. So that's my school store. So again, I open the school store every 2 weeks. And then this is my small group chart thing. It has different charts and I haven't used it yet. These are my copies. So like that's for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then extra. And then this is just my little area. So I don't have a desk. So this is like the drawers of my desk. So I have computer paper, Band-Aids. This is my happy birthday stuff. So while I'm here, I give them a pencil, a bracelet, and candy. And then I have one student that needs an extra behavior management plan. So they choose what they're working towards. And I can actually show you a filled out one second. So he chose this week for free time. He needs to raise his hand, stay in his seat, and follow directions. And each day he gets 3 X's. If he gets 3 X's, then I remove a star. And right now he has to have 3 by the end of the week to get a reward. So this is something that I found on Teachers Pay Teachers. If I can find it, I will link it down below if you're interested. So this is just kind of my cart. This is my small group area basically. So these are read alouds. This is my filing system because I don't have a cabinet. We're working on F&P benchmarking, small group books, and then I have my Toothy Math. Again, I set this up during my classroom prep videos if you're interested. I have my teacher toolbox. My professor in college that was my mentor had a boss lady sign, and so I had to get one, of course. We're reading Wonder. This is my sub area printer. I did Lucky Ducks this year instead of popsicle sticks. They all have numbers. This is small group, my snacks. This is what I use for my bank. I bought this money off at Target. This is like my emergency teacher bag and my small group cart thing. I have my calendar. I have a student that flips this every day. And then we have our math bulletin board. So this always stays up here on multiples. And then right now we're working on rounding. So I just put whatever anchor chart we're working on there. I have clock labels up, which has been amazing because we use Dreambox and some of my kids are already at time and I haven't taught it yet. So this lets me like just tell them, look at the clock, and then I don't have to do it. I use levels of understanding. Voice levels are kind of iffy. I might get rid of those to be honest, but I have silence, whisper, voice levels. Here is our schedule every day. And I have whoever's in charge of my calendar changes all these cards every day for our elective, and they're just right there for her to find. I use hand signals in my classroom so that I know what they want and they don't always have to come up and tell me if they just need water. And then here is my desk area. I have my copies laid out for tomorrow. It's just my computer. And then I bought these stools from Ollie's. And then really the last thing I think that I want to show you is I made a waiting room. So when I'm in small group or testing students, they're not allowed to come talk to me unless they are dying or it's an emergency. So they just pull this and take it back to their desk. If they don't want to forget their question, they can write it on a Post-it. And then when I have a second, like when I'm in the middle, at the end of a group before I switch, I'm like, number 1, come here. And they come back up, put their clip back, and they ask me a question. And this has saved me so much time so that they're not all coming to ask me questions all the time. So yes, so that's my little area. And then here's what their desks are looking like. I did forget 2 things actually. So each desk has table caddies. If you have not watched my setup videos, so they have colored pencils, markers, around the world crayons, normal colored crayons. They have glue, a pencil sharpener for their colored pencils, Post-its, erasers, and pencils. Honestly, next year, I probably won't do this. They will all just keep their supplies because this one looks super nice. And then we have this one, so it's fine. Oh, each of my chairs have fidget bands. I didn't show you this during classroom setup. This has been really nice because I have a lot of kids that have trouble focusing if they're not moving. So I did have some kids request to take it off, so I just took it off for them. And then this is where they keep their notebooks, and I was a little bit worried about it, but it's so much faster than keeping it in their cubbies. I just send one person from table 1, and I go, okay, get out your writing, and they find everyone's writing notebooks, and I labeled them with a sticker. There we go, this one doesn't have a name on it. So they're all labeled like science and social studies, so they know which ones to pull. And so I have one for these 3 tables, so 1, 2, and 4, and then I have one right there for 3, 5, and 6. So quick little overview. Honestly, it's still looking pretty nice considering that we've been here for a few weeks. So that is my classroom, what it looks like, how it functions, and it has been changed multiple times already, and it's only the 4th week of school. So if your classroom's not working for you, change it. Do what's best for you, what's best for your kids. No one's gonna be like, your classroom's different than it was the first day. Like, do what's best for you. So I really hoped you enjoyed my classroom and this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you wanna keep watching my channel, I would love for you to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.